Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and you're back in City Skylines with the city that has no name, the Cursed Earth. It'll have a name eventually, just doesn't have one yet. I've moved forwards in time in order to make a little bit of money and to prep up the town for today's thrilling adventure, where we will be, I think, probably, not so sure now that I come to think. Look, here's the endeavour will be to try and migrate from the burner city to something a little more permanent. Now, here we are, bobbing along in the place that I like to take the most screenshots of, and I mean, it's a murky old day, but then it's a murky old part of town. This is the initial area that we built here, and as you can see that I have actually, and let's ease down from DEFCON 1 there a little. Yeah, I've started to plan out a grid for where I'm actually going to move stuff to, because I want this initial section to almost, well, nearly 100% be parallel with the exterior wall. Now, I've started on the defensive wall here to stop interlopers getting in. You can see, hang on, if I get the camera to comply, you can see that we've got this this walkway style deal going on here to prevent people from getting in, and then we'll have a security road here and then a bigger wall there, and it's all secured by this seawall. Now eventually the other side of this, I guess river is what you'd laughably call it, will be at the same height, the height here being set to the same height as there. Doesn't look like it, but it is. Yeah, it is. So I need to relocate this lot over into this bit. Yeah. So I can then I can then take the old bulldozer out and start to smooth this lot out to be the same height. I've got 600 grand in the bank, but that's because I've let it roll forwards by many years, and it's worked out. It's worked out reasonably well. It's just, I mean, this is what I had previously. Yeah, wrong angle. Nice idea, wrong angle. So I've enabled a few mods, obviously, you know, walls and a couple of props for walls and that kind of behaviour. But also I've got move it and find it and tree and prop anarchy and all of the usual suspects have turned up in order to allow it to kind of footle away a little bit. Yeah, so I need to get rolling on this. So I'm going to. Yeah, there we go. Just make a decision, make it happen. Right, we'll rock that through there, rock this over here. Well, basically, I disconnected all of this lot just to get myself a little bit of extra space in which to plumb a few things in. But that's all done now. Don't complain, I've just built a road. How do you expect to get anywhere? Also, you're going to be in the middle of a very busy part of town. The intention is that right about here, I'll build the official crossing to get into town. With, you know, toll gates and security plaza and detention areas and all of that kind of joyous kind of behaviour. And then I'll reroute the highway to link up completely with that. Effectively, the highway will terminate here, but I'll send it off in other directions as well. It only has one map edge connection as it is, so we're not going to get a massive amount of throughput. Now, for trains, I've got significantly more space available for trains. I've got I think 2-3 edge connections for trains, and we'll see how it goes. Now, I don't know what the best way to do this is: zone first and then bulldoze, or bulldoze first then zone. Let's zone first then bulldoze. Okay, why don't we start down here? So I need a little bit of industry and I need a little bit of commercial buffer zone. I'm sticking to the complete lack of coherent business. No, I don't know what you want. No, you see, I want my industry up here, right? So let's bang those in. Make sure we've got pipe action going on. Otherwise, there will be complaints about a lack of pipe action. All right, let's bang that in over there. Wang you out in this way, and then do some similar wanging the other way as well. Okay, that's a bit of wang going on there. Yeah, that's a nice way of describing it, I think. Right, yep. Some of that, bit of this. Yeah, it's all good. I'll fill in gaps later on I'll build a somewhat coherent grid set up to this kind of deal. But for now, I want to just get the zoning done, and then I can start rendering some people homeless, which is, it's what we all live for, fundamentally. Right, that should probably do it for the old yellow zone. So I can now take the hammer to this lot. Yeah. Bad news for you people. You're leaving. Yeah, maybe against your will, but, I'm sure you'll get over it. There, go on, just clear off. Look, let me save you some time. There you are. We'll do it that way. And you, go on. Yeah, and your little dog too. Right, okay, progress. And then, do you want to go buffer zone? I might go a bit buffer zone. Thanks for asking. Oh, yeah, you're more than welcome. Yeah, bit of that. Slab of that here, and a bit more down there. That works for me for now. And then we'll slot in some of this goodness. Now, obviously, everybody who moves in here is going to be subject to bulldozer as I plumb in services and what have you. But initially, they can just have at it. I just want to make some space available so that I can actually get to work here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're all largely doomed. But don't have a glum day. You out. There you go. That's it. Right. Yeah. Now the big trick here is going to be to try and maintain more or less the same balance of population that I have now, without rendering everything without rendering everything hopeless. I'm fairly certain that's going to work, but it means that I do need to be ever so slightly, a little bit, just ever so gently cautious with how fast I actually make these kinds of changes. Otherwise, peril, woe, wailing, gnashing of teeth, all of that kind of business. Right, I'm out of soil again. That's okay. I've got plenty of soil where this lot came from, and that is the expansion over here. Now this is. I've actually earned, while you've not been watching, I've actually earned a couple of million, I would imagine. But I've spent it all on this kind of behaviour. Now, my intention is not to put all of the city on one level. It will end up on multi-levels, but I want to create a, what's the way to describe it? A kind of coherent theme for each area of the city. And this initial area that I'm working on, which is the theme for this kind of season of my Skylines endeavour, is going to be the kind of border town entry locale kind of district kind of idea. It's very. Why are you all complaining about sewage problems? Because you've knocked the power out on your sewerage pipe. All right, we probably ought to slow that down. Hang on. Get shot of him. Yeah. Get shot of it. I'll build a better one in a minute. Let me just finish hoiking the gap in here. Give me that. Give me this. And finish hoiking. As quickly as you like, if you wouldn't mind. That's all good. Yeah. Now, I'll tidy this edge up when I get the wall in. But that's about as far as we're going to go before leading to a kind of cliff edge. Maybe a little bit further. Maybe out to the border of that which I currently own. But there will be some stepped city stuff going on. Exactly how I make that work, not entirely sure. Probably some kind of clever, in inverted commas, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Give me a clue. Some kind of tunnels. Tunnels is what I was thinking. So there's a pipe in there, isn't there? That's why it won't let you place it. Okay, right. Well, if we get rid of the pipe, yes, then we might be able to plug it in there without it belly aching too much. All right. Well, good luck. Thank you. Yeah. Get rid of all of this. And I've got a water tower there, but that's okay. Yeah. Right. Now you pump. Shoreline required. You've got shoreline. Go on, get in there. There you go. See, that's not so bad, is it? Now I've experimented, and this is where actually I could do with your assistance there, experts. I tried using Move It to plumb my sewer pipe in so that it would appear to be halfway down the wall. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. Because I didn't want the whole building. I just wanted the effluent pipe emerging from the protective barrier here, because I thought that made for quite the effusible demonstration of something or other. And it almost worked, except that it carved out a flipping great hole in the scenery above it. Now I tried placing stuff above on top of it. That looks terrible. I'll find a way to make that look better, but not right now. No, right now I just want to get everybody rocking and rolling and moving back in. All right, there you go. They're complaining about not having any water. They won't be complaining for long. No, we'll rectify that with our hammer time. So yeah, if you know of a way where you can effectively sink stuff under the ground, and only have bits of it facing outwards, that would be very useful to know. So yeah, use the comments, use your words in the comments, and let me know how one would go about doing that. I'm sure I'll stumble across it over time. Why have I got the spacing here so wonky? It's just details, man. It's just details. Right, okay, I'm going to do a bit more of this, and then we'll catch up, and I'll show you what is commonly referred to as a bit of progress. Right, there we go. A bit of forcible relocation of a few people there. That's pretty good. Well, it's okay. Well, it's still, it's what it is. But what is incredibly obvious is that this power situation I've got over here, that's not gonna pan out in the full scheme of things. No, we'll knock out all of these. So now it's just a case of remove all this infrastructure, and then plumb it back in better. You know what? We might need a little bit of this just in the short term here. Yeah, no, it's not good. No, it's not going to work. No, go back to straight roads, because it doesn't matter, because this is only going to last for probably only 15 minutes. But I don't want to put off those citizens that I have somehow managed to entice into living here already. I don't necessarily want them to all move out straight away. No, later might be acceptable, but right now, no, it's not so hot. What about this bit? Yeah, kill it. Okay, all right, yeah, brutal. Yeah, I know I am brutal, but it needs must, friends. Yeah, we've got a highly inaccessible town as it stands, but it'll be what it is later. Right, let's slap that down there. That's it. Just fill in the gaps. Where else we missing something? There we go. Let's get some in down there. That's all good. There we go. Right, I've managed to so far mysteriously I've managed to fluke actually having the same level of population as I had before I started moving stuff around. I'm currently emptying out one cemetery so I can get shot of it. Yeah, exhuming bodies is just something we do for laughs. And then once that's done, I can delete all of this and move it all around and what have you. In the meantime, though, we can finish off the both sides of the chasm here. No, you need a bit more soil. Okay, that's all right. I'll get some more. Plenty more where that can. Hold on, set the limit. There you go. That's it. If you don't set the limit, it's just madness. Madness is all you can expect as it digs enormous chasms. Now, many of you are going to say, "Why don't you just use the infinite soil tool? Just do it. It makes life so much easier." I go, yeah, but no, I want to impose. Yeah, I want to impose some limits on myself. Making terraforming expensive means that I either have to wait and earn it, or at the very least, think twice before doing it. Now, you know me, I rarely do I think twice about anything. I make a decision to do it, I go off and do it. Job done. And it seems to yield results as often as it doesn't. So that's a policy I'm going to be sticking to. But when it comes to terraforming, to stop me getting completely carried away, I'm making sure that I've got some limits imposed. It's ruddy expensive, though. I'll tell you that for nothing. There you go. Yeah, don't muck about. See, I've topped up my soil bucket already. Right, no, set fire. Right. See, my instinct says one button to add soil, one button to take it away, but it's not. Hey, oh, look at that. That's coming up nice. Yeah, that is actually. That is coming up in quite a pleasing fashion. Yeah, nice, good. All right. And then we're going to be able to build the new entranceway. Now, that's going to require a little bit of experimentation. My thinking, as mentioned before, is that we'll probably take the highway back to about here, and then I don't know, maybe slap a roundabout in here or something, so that people can change their minds. They can go, actually, I don't want to go to that place. It looks terrifying and slightly disturbing, which is fine. I'm going to allow them to do that, but then we will run a very narrow track to get across the divide. You want to see me do some seawall, don't you? No, all right then. Let's go find it. Wall. W. Wall. Doesn't have voice commands. You've got to type it in. Wall. That's the fella. Right. Now then, if we go from... Have I got the level about right? I've got the level about right. If we go from here, and then that's it. Just wang it down the height to height lies. Just to about here. Turn blue, and then go, thank you very much. I'll take it. Right, and then cancel all that away and see how badly that turned out. Okay, well, the level's about right. Maybe just a little off. I'm not looking for entirely parallel, but a nod towards parallelogrammary would be most welcome. Now, if you go with the flatten tool here, then Panic at the Disco, frankly, you're going to be far better off just melting the terrain away, using the methods of our forefathers. There you go. I've got too much soil. Yeah. All right, I'll find somewhere to put it. Hang on, give me a minute. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Where am I? Maybe over here. No, wait. You've still got to build this bit of slope up. Good. Right. Okay. Well, I'll slap it in there then. Give me this. Yeah. Select height. There you go. Fire. Yeah, that's how you get rid of a load of soil all at once. You just smash it in there. That's arguably more than I'd intended to do. But it's all good. No, we'll make that work. Because the idea is that I'll get some kind of shanty town type behaviour going on the wrong side of the wall. People who have not been granted access. Look, I've got a picture in my head of what this is. Would it look better if that was completely parallel? Yeah, it probably would. It would, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. All right, okay. Well, look, it's worth spending the money and getting it wrong in order to get it right. So you say, right? Give me the thing. That's the one. Right. Okay. So if we now grab you, yeah. All right, and we try and maintain some level of similarity of no, it doesn't want to. It wants to do it over there. No, that's no good. All right, I'm gonna have to trim the edge back a bit, I think. Right. Oh, this is going to be painful. No, you only need to get the starting point right. You sure? Well, sure is perhaps a very strong word to use, but yeah, I reckon we could get away with it. All right, so we'll do a bit of that. Yeah, just ease the edge back a smidge. Yeah, don't worry about the water. The water will figure itself out. Let's get rid of this bit as well. And then, no, go back to this one. That's it. And then just chip away a little bit. Just ease it back as though you're forming clay with your digital hands. I don't know what I'm talking about. Right. Now, because this is the water pool, the water source itself is relatively shallow, there will need to be some either bedding in time while it gets itself rolling properly again, or a bit of a ground-based reshapery to enable it to function as we'd like. That's it. Yeah, then bring it in a bit over here. That's it. Now, eventually, of course, I'm going to have to do this for the full length, but for the moment, it's all good. The idea is building up something that is going to be somewhat difficult to cross. That's the idea. Right, go front. I see, look, it's giving you a little measuring circle effort. That's the ticket. Height too high. Shut up with the height too. The height is not too high. The height is fine. Does that look parallel? Almost. Well, is it almost or is it actually? No, it's almost. Okay, all right. Just ease this bit back ever so slightly. All right, give it another go. All right, we're going from here, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Is that parallel? No, it's not. It's still almost. Okay, all right. Well, that's okay. You know, we've got time. I mean, you know, the people watching at home here are very much enjoying just the ebb and flow of progress versus not so much. Yeah. Because when I've got this bit about right, the game will do quite a lot of the heavy lifting for me. Will it? Yeah, it definitely will. Okay. There's possibly an easier way to do this, you know, using roads or some such to mark out your delineation points and that kind of behaviour. What if we went like that? No. That'd be quite nice though, wouldn't it? Yeah, but it's not working, so shut up. Yeah, no, it's not. It doesn't want to do it. It doesn't want to do it. You've got to chip more away. It's this bit right here, opposite this skull and bones that's flashing. Does that look like a death wave to you? Yeah, it looks like it might be. We're not going to worry about that right now. It's not going anywhere. I've got hospitals and all of that kind of jam, so it's all fine. There you go. Ease that back. Yes. Yeah, no, it's all good. Would not the edging tool work well for this? I don't know. I've tried it, but it's no. Okay. All right. Well, it's nice to have some certainty from you for once. How's that feel? I don't know. See, I'm going to be at this for a while, you know. This takes time. You see that beautiful piece of wall on the other side of the river? It took me flipping ages to make that in any way that I felt comfortable with when it was done. And the height is not too high. I don't know. We had a flash of something potentially. I don't think it's right, though. No. Zoom out a bit. There you go. Try. No. Do. Or do not. Oh, stop it. You are too old to be doing flipping Yoda quotes. Just come on. Go the other way. Oh, radical. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's, as radical as it may be, it still doesn't flipping work. No, that does, though. Yeah, but that looks awful. Yeah, I suppose it does. Like that? No. That's parallel, though, isn't it? Yeah, it is, but it doesn't work. Okay. All right. Wherein lieth your problem here, friend? Maybe if one were to this is dangerous, to hollow out the basement here, one would have a greater modicum of success. Well, good luck. I think it's going to end in tears, but, you know, have at it by all means. All right, so if we do that, yeah, and then we do this. Yeah, is that coming out as you were expecting? No, not especially. All right, we'll stop the... Wait, bring out the right tool. There you go. Oh, I'm feeling the fear. Yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, but no, it didn't work. All right, okay, wang this back up to max Q. Let's no, other way. Chip it away until... Why don't you put a road along the top? Oh, hold on, there's a radical new piece of thinking. All right, 1 times road along the top. All right, like that. Okay, and then zoom it out so you can eyeball whether or not it is more or less parallel. Yeah, we want it to stand up to almost scrutiny. You see, as long as you don't look at it too closely, close enough is close enough. But what we're aiming to do is to then snap you next to. Oh, come on, play the game. Just would you? I mean, ha! Eat this. Right, hold on. How's that look? Perfect. All right. Pro tip: what? Bit of road. I had a feeling a bit of road might be the solution, you know. Well, now you know for sure that it definitely is the solution. Okay, it's not perfect. It is good enough. That's okay. We will settle for good enough. Yeah. And then we strip away. You don't want to see me doing all this. I've done enough of this already. And while I have, you know, masked that I'm doing something really quite dull and repetitive with flamboyant and occasionally frustrated commentary. It's not necessarily how you want to see me progress with such things. Largely because now I know what I'm doing. Yeah. So the commentary is going to dry up as a result. And with the way you're going, so will the riverbed. Yeah, very good. Right, all right. So I'll tart that up in my own time. But there we go. That is progression right there. We've got quite a lot of dead housing going on here. Yeah, I suspect that's because of the dead people that were up until a moment ago living in them. Right, you need a little bit more housing space. No, you don't. You need a little bit more industrial space. Okay, well, that's easy enough. Right. If we now smooth out this bit. Give me the big brush, please. This. Right, there we go. Yeah, we're on max efficacy. That'll do. Yeah, no, that's a good joint, that one. Now, what I'm going to do with this is this will also become the site of my coal power plants. Well, I don't know exactly where, but it will be out this way somewhere. Yeah, that's for almost certain. Are we measuring here in any particular fashion? No, not really. I'm just doing a bit of grid action. Now, I'm not intending to do the entire city as a grid. But obviously, what is intended and what ends up transpiring may be two separate things. Also, we are measuring to a certain degree. We just want to use up as much space as possible. Okay, fair play, I suppose. No, next one over. That's it. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, we've got heavy industrial demand, and I intend to fulfill it. Give me the... Yeah, that's it. And then wang this lot in. There you go. Get some. Beautiful. Make sure they've got the wet stuff. Wet stuff going in. That's it. That's the ticket. Right, good. Right, okay. So, that's more or less going to wrap it up for today. Here's the plan for what's coming up. Is while you're away, I'll clear out this lot who are all unhappy with me already. So I've got nothing to gain or lose in bulldozing the lot of them. I'll smooth out the rest of this, and then next time around we will build the crossing, which is going to be flipping exciting. Let me tell you, it's not quite parallel. No, it really isn't, is it? No, you're off by quite a bit there. Yeah, I thought I was way closer to parallel than I actually am. Yeah, see, look, if we use the so you can use the UI to act as a is it or isn't it? All right, that's more or less parallel with that. Then you can see how much you're off. Okay, it's not the most elegant system in the world. I mean, what do you want? I'll probably rebuild that as well. You never know. But I'll be prepped. There'll be less monkeying about and horseplay with this kind of stuff next time around. Subscribe to ensure that you're available for such things when the time emerges or occurs, or whatever is the appropriate word to use there. And I'll be back with more fun frolics and dystopian hellscape. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Colonel Failure. Cheerio. Progress has been made, and bulldozing has occurred along the way, which is all the better. Two things. No, we like a bit of bulldozing. It's kind of why I'm here. But this is early doors. Early doors. As I alluded to earlier in the video, this is the first season of City Skylines, and the basic premise of what I'm trying to achieve this season is to build up this border town area. Which is the kind of the main gateway by which new people and traffic will enter the city. The thinking being that there'll be some kind of very stringent ID card kind of system that people will have to go through in order to get in, and with a bit of scenic action, we'll make that work, and then we'll complete walling it in, as it were, or sealing it up, or however you want to describe it. Maybe do a bit of shanty action just on the outside. And then we'll call that a job done. And then in the next season, we'll do the next project. The idea is we'll keep bouncing back to this and do another project in a short sequence of videos, so that it doesn't just drag on and on and on. We'll get to a point of completion, and then revisit it later. He says with magnificent flamboyant arm gestures. I've been Colonel Magnificent Flamboyant Arm Gestures. I'll be back again with more of this presently. I invite you to join me there. Why don't you?